This past weekend, I was having a conversation with a friend, and he was telling me about his problems, the struggles he was going through, relationship issues, discipline setbacks, and how his job was overlooking him for promotion. Now, I try not to judge others because rarely do we know a person's full story, their full set of circumstances. However, I do know mediocrity when I see it. How do I know mediocrity? Because I was once mediocre. I once also did only just enough to get by, to constantly seek instant gratification, to stay comfortable, and do what was only easy and familiar. Put it this way, to take the road of least resistance instead of taking the right road and being persistent. But as my podcast mentor, Cliff Ravencraft, says, instead of looking at your goals as easy versus hard, change your perspective. Start looking at the things you know you need to get done as worth it or not. Meaning, when you're deciding up on an action or a goal to take, base the decision off if it's worth it, not if it's easy. Easy is the number one thief of prosperity and your promise. Easy is the mother of mediocrity. And to me, mediocrity is like a silent disease. We catch it from society, from others around us, without even realizing we became infected. And here's the thing. You usually don't know mediocrity has infected you unless you really look for it. Which is why the first E, evaluate, of the 4 E's is so crucial. I get the 4E model from Jay Morrison. Here's how it works. In his life, on a day-to-day basis, he says that he, 1, evaluates what he's doing wrong, then 2, eliminates those things, and after eliminating those things, he 3, evolves to the better him daily, and then he 4, executes by living out the new person he has become, meaning he walks it. But it all starts with evaluating and eliminating what you're doing wrong. And usually the main part of that is mediocrity. And this 4-step model is the same thing that I use to transform my life. So let's go deeper. Let's break down mediocrity. Mediocrity operates on 2 functions. 1, it will give you nothing. 2, it will take everything you have. There's no benefits. That's all it does, because it can't possibly give you anything, nothing to value. So anything you have, mediocrity is coming for that too. It's coming to snatch everything. Question: what's the solution? I'm glad you asked. Here's the key. In order to shed mediocrity, you must leave your comfort zone. That's the key. Mediocrity is fueled by the desire for comfort. Remember I told you that easy is mediocrity's mother? Well, comfort is her husband. It's the father. Easy and comfortable equal mediocrity. So now that we see what it is, what fuels it, and where it comes from, how do we heal it? Well, let's start with what won't work. Your words surely won't work. Your words won't heal you of mediocrity. Only your actions. Because aspirations without action is mediocrity. So you break the spell by walking away from it whenever you come across it. Whenever you see it, identify it, then walk the other way. Fly up out of there. And you're going to find yourself noticing it everywhere once you really start to look for it, because America is the comfort capital of the world. It's in our friends, it's in our schooling, our family, our co-workers, our television, our movies, holidays. It's like the Matrix. It's everywhere. In fact, it is the Matrix. But always remember, the best place to begin is within. So you just pick an area, right? not out of you, within you. Start with your health, your finances, relationships, communication, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially, intellectually. Because small aspects of mediocrity reside in different areas. So you gotta root it out like it's a bad weed before it spreads to other areas and consumes your garden. And what's your garden? Your garden is your promise, your potential, your happiness, your peace of mind, and your well-being. And most of y'all got it messed up. Y'all think mediocrity simply means money. In no way is mediocrity determined by your material possessions or money. In fact, those are just the cherry on top. So you don't need easy, you need worth it. The fact that it's not easy usually means it's worth it. Therefore, embrace the struggle. Take your power back and rebrand your life. And when it comes to mediocrity, you
cut it, 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 cut it.